Hey everyone, what I wanted to show you all was an app or really a web app that I've been working on for our visitor center for the iPad specifically. We were looking at uh, putting together a new interactive and looking at some tabletop kiosks, looking at some floor standing kiosks, and we found that the best option was really to go with an iPad because that's what people have become used to using. And because it has the capability of doing some really cool things like swiping and pinching and things like that. So what I ended up doing was developing this web app with an application called Tumult Hype, which can be found in the Mac App Store for I believe it was $50. And what Tumult Hype is it's sort of I guess it's promoted as sort of an animation tool, but what it really does is it allows you to do animation, scene management, and some digital asset handling. Very similar to the way you would with Adobe Flash, but the really cool thing about it is it allows you to then export that project that you're working in a mobile ready format. So what it does is it packages it all as an HTML project using HTML, CSS3, and some JavaScript. So in developing this, what I did is I created a few mock-ups to sort of work with initially and to also learn the application. But once I had that going, I sort of just started building, and it was pretty straightforward in how to do that. So you can see it just had a set of animations there. It handles touch quite nicely, the same it would natively, and in fact, it looks like a native app. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It handles digital assets very nicely. Essentially, you drag and drop to a library, and you can then set a couple of parameters on how you want this digital asset to be used, if you want controls to be in it,
There are many aquatic invasive species that set some
what kind of settings you want to allow the users to have. You can do scrubbing, you can do pause play. You can also code it out so that if you touch outside of the video, it will automatically close the video for you. So one really cool thing is the way that you can expand upon Tumult Type, and what it allows you to do is include any JavaScript library, any custom CSS or HTML you'd like to. So what I came across while doing a little bit of user testing is that folks are accustomed to the iPad and they wanted to interact with it the same way they usually do, so they started swiping. So they started swiping across the screen, and I didn't have that built in, so it didn't do anything. So I did a little bit of investigating, a little bit of research, and I found that you can add swiping, and you can check for touch events. So you can touch for swipes going from left to right, or swipes going from right to left. So what I did is I coded it out so that it allows you to then move throughout the scenes based on swipe. So you can see right there, it does a great job of handling the swipes. Extremely responsive, just like as if it were in an app. One last really cool thing is it allows you to really just throw any kind of digital asset you'd like to, any kind of photo, any kind of image, any kind of audio. It also allows you to put in some animations. So if I click here, this is an animation of the infestation of Asian carp in the Mississippi River watershed. Pretty much just a drag and drop, and it allows you to take care of that. And then you can see the animations came out really nicely. A lot of it was drag and drop, a little bit of keyframing in the timeline, but beyond that, it was just a really straightforward experience. So feel free to shoot me any comments or any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.